Hi, Miss Thinker here, your daily source for mind-blowing facts, forgotten history, and powerful motivation. Did you know that when you don't get enough sleep, your brain literally starts eating itself? And no, that's not a metaphor. It's a real scientific process that happens inside your head. Researchers discovered that when you deprive your brain of sleep, certain cells are triggered to start breaking down parts of your own neural connections. But before you start panicking, this isn't some horror movie scene where your brain is devouring itself whole. So what's really going on when you pull an all-nighter? Let's break down the shocking truth behind what happens when you skip sleep. First, you need to understand that sleep isn't just about resting. It's about maintenance. While you're sleeping, your brain is incredibly busy. It's organizing memories, repairing damaged cells, balancing hormones, and most importantly, cleaning out toxins. Think of it like a major city at night. That's when the streets get cleaned, construction crews fix the roads, and everything is prepared for the rush of the next day. Your brain does the exact same thing during sleep. But if you don't give it that time, all those vital repair systems start to fail. And that's when things get really weird. A groundbreaking neuroscience study found that when animals were deprived of sleep, specific cells in their brains became unusually active. These are called glial cells, and they're basically the support crew for your neurons, protecting and maintaining them. Two types are really important here: astrocytes, which clean up old and worn-out connections between brain cells, and microglia, which act like the immune system of the brain, removing damaged cells and debris. Under normal conditions, these cells work like a diligent janitorial team, only clearing away what's broken or no longer needed. But when the brain is forced to stay awake for too long, they go into overdrive. Scientists observed these cells starting to break down healthy, functional synapses, the very connections that allow your neurons to communicate. It literally looked like the brain was eating itself. But let's be super clear about what this means. Your brain isn't actually chewing on itself. The process happening is called phagocytosis, which is a normal, healthy biological cleanup function. A great way to think about it is like pruning a tree. A little bit of pruning helps the tree grow stronger and healthier. But if you start pruning too much, you can seriously damage the tree and stunt its growth. It seems that sleep deprivation triggers this excessive pruning. Instead of just neatly removing the damaged connections, the brain's cleaning crew starts getting overzealous and might start removing useful ones too. This can directly impact your memory, your ability to focus, your mood, and even your reaction speed. This is precisely why, after pulling an all-nighter, your thinking feels so slow, foggy, and just off. Staying awake for just one full day does more than just make you tired. After about 24 hours without sleep, the effects are significant. Your attention span plummets, your reaction time slows way down, you have less control over your emotions, and your decision-making abilities become seriously impaired. In fact, multiple studies have shown that being awake for this long can impair your cognitive and motor functions as much as having a blood alcohol content that's over the legal driving limit. This happens because your brain is desperately struggling to maintain all of its neural connections without any time for repair and recovery. Look, sleep is not optional. It's biological fuel. And while one all-nighter can make you feel terrible, it's chronic sleep deprivation where the real danger begins. Long-term lack of sleep has been consistently linked to a whole host of serious health issues, including memory problems, a weakened immune system, higher levels of stress hormones, and even an increased risk of developing neurological diseases later in life. The world-renowned sleep researcher, Dr. Matthew Walker, explains that getting consistently poor sleep affects nearly every single system in your body, from your metabolism all the way to your brain performance. At the same time, research supported by the National Institutes of Health has shown that sleep plays a crucial role in clearing out toxic waste proteins from the brain, including the very ones that are linked to cognitive decline and conditions like Alzheimer's. So when you repeatedly skip sleep, you're denying your brain the essential time it needs to clean itself out. The junk just keeps building up. Have you ever noticed that when you try to stay awake for way too long, your body starts to fight back? You might experience things like microsleeps, where you doze off for just a few seconds without even realizing it. Your vision might get blurry, your eyelids feel incredibly heavy, and you might have strange gaps in your memory. That's your brain's emergency override system kicking in. It's basically saying, hey, you didn't schedule any maintenance time for me, so I'm just going to force it now. The pressure to sleep builds up like a timer that you can't turn off. The longer you stay awake, the stronger that pressure becomes, until eventually, your brain's need for sleep will override your willpower. So many people still fall for the myth that sleep is just wasted time. But the science is overwhelmingly clear. The exact opposite is true. Sleep is one of the most productive and active biological states your body experiences. While you're asleep, your brain is busy reorganizing information from the day. Your muscles are repairing themselves. Your immune system is strengthening its defenses, and your entire nervous system gets a chance to reset. Thinking you can skip sleep to get more done is like thinking you can skip oil changes in your car to drive more miles. Sure, it might work for a little while, but eventually something is going to break. And when it comes to your brain, that's a breakdown you really want to avoid. So, is the claim that your brain eats itself true? Well, in a way, yes. When you don't sleep, certain cells in your brain can start breaking down neural connections much more aggressively than they should. It's not because your brain is maliciously attacking itself, but because it's in a desperate state, trying to keep functioning without the essential maintenance it needs to survive. Sleep isn't a sign of laziness. It isn't wasted time. It is fundamental to your survival. So the next time you're tempted to pull an all-nighter, just remember, you might be encouraging your brain to clean a little too aggressively, and that's probably not a risk worth taking. I'm curious to hear from you all. What's the longest you've ever stayed awake, and how did you feel afterward? Let me know your story in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to get some rest.